This is True Buzz, that Mary J. Now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up. Perfect show for my smokers. True Buzz, hey.
My friends, welcome to the True Buds Show podcast. It's your host and buddy, Jack Woltering here, bringing you episode number 67 in today's solo podcast. Going to be a little shorter today because I want you to tune into another podcast I was recently on, the Best Champions podcast. Was tons of fun. We'll get to that towards the end. But first, we're going to dive into a little news. We're going to talk about Seth Rogen and his brand Houseplant that was in Canada, still is, but coming stateside here in California. We'll talk about that. Also, a new bill that could make it okay to smoke weed, really no matter what the job. So we'll get into that as well. And at the end, we're going to play a little song here by Drippavelli as promised and ride out like that. But first, just want to let you know what I'm smoking on here. A little, or I should say vaping, Absolute Extracts Blue Dream 1 gram cart here. Have never had it, but I love all Absolute Extract stuff. And I'm getting a nice pull here out of my TOQi 510 wireless charging battery. Whew. Tastes delicious, hits good. Shout out to them for taking part of this show today. You can grab one below, use discount code TrueBudsShow10, and you can get 10% off. So let's dive in today. All right, let's look at this first article here. We have, first I should give a shout out to myself, I guess here. True Buds TV, if you guys haven't been keeping up, been doing a video every day for the month of February. So you can see there's a lot of good videos to catch up on. If you're looking how to make stuff, have a laugh, you can see there's a lot of stuff to choose from there. But let's hop into this first article here. Cue the laugh, man. Let's light it up like it's Pineapple Express, baby. Seth Rogen, hit me up, bro. Let's play one. Another good article on Leafly. But what I wanted to find out the most was, is he still partnered with Canopy Growth for this USA venture? What's Canopy want here? Are they going to get in? Are they going to get it? So I'm looking for more articles. Then all of a sudden it came up on the Forbes article and I was like, dang, bingo right here. It lays it down, but not too deep. It just said some secret growers basically. But yeah, let's talk a little more. But will not be working with Canopy stateside. Instead, Houseplant's California cannabis will be grown by an undisclosed select group of cultivators. Rogen was the talk of the town at Hall of Flowers in 2019, where Rogen appeared in person to scope out the California competition. And, I love his movies. I think he's a cool dude. I think he's funny. When I say his name, I just picture his laugh. So that's cool. I wonder how that worked too, like on the back end for him legally. Because that's, like I said, I was curious to see how the partnership's going to work with Canopy, in Canada. So he came to stateside here and it's, they're doing their own thing with their own cultivators, which is cool that he's able to do both. I wonder how that's going to play out down the road. We'll see, because I know Canopy's eager to get some more action. So cool article, one to start with. Now let's talk about the California bill. Everybody deserves, to have a little puff if they want. And basically this article here from KTLA is talking about the California bill would ban most pre-employment drug tests for marijuana. Whoa. Wait. You're saying that there's a possibility that I won't be drug tested and it won't matter if it came up dirty? This new bill's going to do that? Are you sure about it? Well, shit. Then let's hear it. You're allowed to do anything else legal off the job. You can drink, smoke, and fire guns and stuff like that, as long as it's off the job, Geringer said. So we thought the cannabis should be treated the same way. And of course, drug testing detects use off the job. So that's the thing they're saying is like, how are you going to test somebody for what they did off the job? People are doing crazy shit off the job all the time. And it's dope. Hopefully this goes through and it kind of sets in motion just a chain of events that, everybody starts doing this, at least where it's legal. So pretty straight to the point there. Hopefully this bill goes through. And if you're out there, you can have a nice smoke and not worry about being tested, because I feel for you. It would be tough. Do you want to get stoned and have a good time with me? Yeah? well, go chill. Check out the Best Champions podcast here on Mike Mazzolotti's channel. Let's pop over to that screen real quick. Yeah, here it is. Go check it out. Subscribe to Mike Mazzolotti. If you saw the previous episodes, he's been on the True Bud Show podcast a couple times. Awesome dude, stand-up comedian, podcast owner, podcast studio owner, podcaster. Cool dude. And I'm just getting into this episode, and it was actually a lot of fun. Let's just play it here for a split second.
Quick. So since you're a weed guy, do people just assume, or do you just usually get weed? Because I get a lot of people look at me and they ask a lot of drugs. Yeah, I mean?
I'm sure a lot of people think that. In terms of like comments and shit, I'll get funny ones every now and then. Like you were like on some other you're like just really faded, which I am on edibles and shit. But yeah, I'd say mostly weed shit. People aren't. I haven't really dove into too much of that other content. I've talked about mushrooms a couple times and stuff. Yeah,
but you don't know like DMT fucking experience shit.
No, see, I haven't done it, so like I'm pretty limited. I mean, I smoke and eat. Fucking just love weed, but
so you're like just super into the can. So that's even better though, I think, because it's like master of what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none. It's like instead you're going the other route where it's like I just really want to know weed. You know what I mean? And like weed products and like I bet you what THC levels and all that shit. I still don't even know. If someone gives me a joint and it says a percentage of THC, unless I smoked something that was like 36% the other day, and everyone was like 36%, and I was just like, oh wow, like I don't put that together. You know what I mean? Like, so when you buy things or do you look at do you read labels? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always read the labels and stuff, but like what I've been talking to more about and people that have been on the True Bud Show podcast and like Source Cannabis, talking about, that sometimes THC levels are just overhyped and don't necessarily matter as much as people think, or even like the discussion between sativa and indica. So there's a lot of not necessarily like misinformation out there. There's just a lot of information that's just the way the market's been trending. Mm-hmm. So people go into the store, they want the most potent stuff possible. Yeah. They want, like you kind of said.
So every company will do what they can within limits to be like, oh yeah, this is a 29 when it might be a 22, but they can kind of get away with it because you're right, man. People that's all they care about is the THC number. And I mean, I smoke shit that was like 15% that fucking rocks me. So it's just.
And then last but not least here,
drip. Around my body. Yeah. Boss of millionaire, dripping empire. Right around my buddy. Yeah. Double cup out the mud, shit muddy. VVS the jewelry, shit flooded. It's the time of the month period for these chain numbers on the soccer, shit bloody. Trap, dead night, kick cutty. Chocolate, came in coupe, milk daddy. Bad for mercy, the only G in my unit. Ride around my buddy, I'm riding. Ride around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. I'm riding around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. I'm that dope, try to get rid of before cops ready to try. Come grab some rats, I see I can lend that shit. Getting day Monday to spend that shit. Fairy. Art, parrot, diamonds, crystal chin, my wrist, I've been the same. Nigga, I just switched up in my images. Too much on my plate, better finish shit. I'm on fire, can't distinguish shit. Mason Gamble, troublemaking. That thing is diminished shit. McDonald could, Buzz purple, a bag of grimace. Spit my life behind these bars, 15 just in this shit. Got myself locked up in the but I'm free, no prison, bitch. Yeah, I know they hate that. Shit I do, they can't relate back. Spray some regard, grab, keep the snakes back. Told the bitch, I'm in the front, her lace that. Bend dope in it for the meat up. Shit sound nice with that. Chicken fried trapping. In the hood, hell nah, you can't have rights with that. Gotta find a way out. Finish line, first place out. Bitch, I did a race to tell ya, keep the K out. Minimum wage jobs. Ain't trying to pay yo. Buy my kids on play ball. Jeff me like a perm, shit straight out. Blow money fat like Meech. Share the wealth. And motherfuckers still hang out. Double cup out the mud, shit muddy. VVS the jewelry, shit flooded. It's the time of the month period for these chain numbers on the soccer, shit bloody. Trap, dead night, kick cutty. Chocolate, came in coupe, milk daddy. Bad for mercy, the only G in my unit. Ride around my buddy, I'm riding. Ride around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. I'm riding around my buddy. Ride around my buddy. I'm that dope, try to get rid of before cops ready to try to come trap me. Niggas be pocket watching. Iron your weed till your new super bossy. Flame my Starbucks, no talking coffee. Molasses, sugar, mixed diamond toffee. It called Negro Man. Shit ludicrous. Hey, just get off me. A milkshake brought me to her yard. Chick named Khalees. And she bossy. Ain't for the know you cut throat on told ya. I'm a soldier like Slim. A jeweler the way I'm dropping out gems. Hit up the plug cause I need a flame. Around with my buddy. These rapper quack quack, shuck a ducky. Be eating good, so pack out budget. Pockets fat and park out tubby. Gotta get a stick, nigga grubby. Hit the flow, they dirty. Step curve clips, hold 30. If I were you, I'd be worried. Hell, never run quick seat, nigga hurry. Pop up, pack and lift to keep Murray, mister. I'm about my cheese, man. That's a whole nother story. In my own lanes, no curry. Trying to find a shit, get into you right around. Beat, move stage, speakers surround sound. Gotta wipe my back, see it 12 rounds. Watch your back, see it 12 rounds, yes sir. Will Smith been Thomas in the hood with 7 pounds. Double cup out the mud, shit muddy. VVS the jewelry, shit flooded. It's the time of the month period for these chain numbers on this socket, shit bloody. Trout, day and night, get cutty. Chocolate, caramel coupe, milk daddy. Bad for mercy, the only G in my unit. Ride around with my buddy, I'm riding. Ride around with my buddy. Ride around with my buddy. Ride around, ride around, ride around with my buddy. I'm riding around with my buddy. Ride around with my buddy. I'm that dope, try to get rid of before cops ready to drop. Come flat me.
This is True Buzz, that Mary J. Now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up. Perfect show for my smokers. True Buzz, ayy.